We've got Sulfuric in the house this evening, and I've been wondering, man, how you been, Sulfuric? You've been really quiet since Keep the Fame, man. And wait, that's like about a year ago, actually, man. It's actually a little over a year ago, man. You've been mad quiet, and what's it been, man? What's it been like, man? You've been on hiatus, like take a long break, gone away searching for self, one of those eat, pray, love type of ish. Tell me, did you find what it was you're looking for in this long break, man? How you been? Just tell us how you been.
Well, first and foremost, I've been good, but first and foremost, I do pray. And I'm saying that with a straight face. I do pray. But I've been good, man. I've been good. I went hash even way before Keep the Fame drop. So shout outs to Tribe UG though, by the way, because they're the ones who put the whole, situation together, and they pushed me hard, and we have to put it out, and we have to unveil it to the people, and da 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 da. I said, cool, if that's what you guys want, because I don't like to do things half, you feel me? I like to do things when my heart is in it, when I know, okay, I really want, because there's so much I'm doing away from music that kind of limits my my input in what I want to do. And if I'm trying to put out music, I want to be wholeheartedly in it so that people can receive it the way I want them to receive it. So I can push promo and all this. There's certain things that we have to do as artists, not just get on radio, not just push it online and that's it. You dig? Because I feel like that's the approach that most Ugandan young up and coming artists do, which is not the whole going the whole 9 yard to me. But hey, shout out to Tribe UG for looking out for me, and Urban Hype also was looking out for me. But I'm back now, man. I'm in show shape. I'm flexing still. Same old Sulfuric, warm up jacket off. I'm just out of the locker room now, so. So yeah, you're gonna hear more music anyway. Like you worry not. You're gonna hear more music from me. Panamera Blues just dropped. That's the new single-ish. It's not exactly like a real single, because I have real singles coming. You feel me? Better get ready for those. Those are okay. The features, I have a couple of surprise features. I won't mention those right now, but look out for that, man. That is going to be exciting. This Panamera Blues is basically me just catering to my core fans, catering to the core Sulfuric listener, the guys who listen to Dark Nights, the guys who listen to Don't Cry, the guy who listen to those old, records that I put out, because it's really been a while. I feel like I'm new in the game right now. So yeah, man, I'm back at least. So doesn't matter how long it is taking me. The fact that I'm here, you can drive to Masaka or Boda B, but the fact that you get don't matter how you get there as long as you're there. So this is what it is, man.
I see. All right. Okay, and let's move on quick. Word is that you have or are in the process of setting up a studio. Now, first tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, is this rumor true? If so, how long has it been a dream of yours? And what is the dream in its entirety? What is it that you hope to be building, hope to see come to fruition?
Oh wow, that's a brilliant question, Ryan Seacrest. Anyway, we this has been in the pipelines for the longest, the studio thing. I've been talking about this with my friends. I actually used to have a small studio when I was in uni. I had this small, little mic and then a small mixer and all that, and so I never used to be under that pressure of going to have to record and be time. This is how much time you have for this session. This is how much time you have for the next session. I don't like that, because you can't rush creativity. You have to take your time with. So based off of that analogy, I was like, I need to start my own studio. So I came together with a few head honchos. And we actually have opened 2 studios, not just one. We have opened 2 studios. One is specifically to cater for ads, both TV and radio ads. That's like a production house, basically catering to the corporate world. And then the other is for us, the artists. And you asked what I plan to achieve with this whole project. And what I basically try to achieve is, is first of all, I want to leave a legacy. And what is my legacy? My legacy is that I put out music that touched people, that was telling stories and inspired people, and and just told the Ugandan story, the Ugandan way, to the rest of the world and to Africa at large. You feel me? So based off that, I also would love to see talented young dudes, come through our doors and express themselves, because hip hop is growing every other day. It's a beautiful. I just want to be a part of it. I have other projects that I'm doing away from music, but I just can't stay away, because every time I felt that was that, it calls me right back. So, so that's what it is, man. That's basically what that's where my thought process is at with that, man.
All right, that's dope. But what's the name of this production house, and where perhaps may it be located, and who you partnered with? Anyone that we are familiar with? Anyone we should be worried about, so to speak?
Oh man, I like how I love your approach to this, man. You were cut out for this. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Who they should be worried about? That's what I'll come up. That's what I'll let y'all know about that. Later. But for now, the record label is called Ice Records. It's Ice Records. That's ISC Records, not ice like ice cubes. It's ISC Records, and we're located in Kensington Apartments. Come through, man. Come to our doors. The people I'm partnered with is just 3 people. These are guys I went to uni with. Really, it's not like these really corporate, suit and tie up, tight. I don't want to cuss on radio, guys. You dig? But they're really good friends of mine, outside of music, and that's really the beauty of of our company. The beauty of our company is it's very business oriented, but we also separate the business from the friendship, and that's the beauty of it, really, because we grown folks first and foremost, And I also have a homie. One of the homies that's on the label with us is his name is Eli. Eli. You're about to hear a lot of good music from him. He's one of the guys that started rapping with when we were still little kids. And he's really talented. And he's been away for a while, but he's really talented. And I really, in one way or another, we feed off of each other's energy as far as creativity goes. So he inspires me as much as I inspire him. And he's like a brother to me, man. He's like a brother to me. We do everything together, basically, just even outside of music. He's just the homie. Ice is the homie. He looks out whenever. He has the best advice. As far as music goes, because he's also the A&R. On top of just being, the head honcho of the label, he's also the A&R. He listens. He has a good ear for music. And that's really what I appreciate about our crew. And on the label also we have the Jinsu. She's right now doing her own thing with the group Malika, but she's on the label as well, the Jinsu. And then we have a sick boy called AJ Styles. A lot of people sleeping on this dude, but he's really slick with the wordplay. He has the whole Drake-ish thing going on. He's really versatile too. We're about to drop more music anyway, so I don't really have to speak too much on that. I'll let the music do the talking. But yeah, I love where it's going so far, at least, because we're a label with a plan. So, look out for us, man. Look out for that.
All right. Seems like things are actually coming through and working together, like you've not been asleep, as the silence may suggest. But it's okay. I see that you actually been putting in that work. And speaking of something new that you've been up to, just a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, you dropped the brand new song online, available for free online, thanks to the social media award nominated website strictly for hip hop and UG hip hop to be exact, tribeug.com. Shout outs to y'all, by the way, big fans, and thanks for putting the show on. And but this new song that you dropped on that website, Panamera Blues, what does this whole thing about you dropping a new song mean in any case? And what is this track supposedly warming us up for? If it is warming us up for something, that is. And is there a new project coming through? Is this going to be another long-awaited project like we had waited for Keep the Fame? Come on, Sulfuric, tell us!
Oh no, no, no! You you won't have to wait. You won't have to wait. This long for a sulfuric project, let alone a track. You will not have to wait this long. I'm on a label now, and we're organized. We you don't have to wait no more. Panamera Blues, basically, like I said, it's really me just being sulfuric and catering to the core sulfuric listener, that guy who always shouts me out, like hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook. By the way, it's Don Bossa Sulfuric on Facebook and Sulfuric Music on Twitter. Follow your boy, add your boy, yada yada. Just hit me up, man. We could kick it. Also, I have Sulfuric Music as well on Facebook. But yeah, shout out Tribe G, because they put that out for me. Panamera Blues, Urban Hypes, Salim also. I reached out to him. Yeah, I reached out to Salim, and he just did it quick, and he was like, yeah, it's all good. Just send the track right through, da 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 da, and it dropped. And to me, that's a warm-up track. Like I said, it's just me taking off the warm-up jacket, really, because I couldn't just come through with like the single after so long. I just want to first cater to those guys who really listen to Sulfuric, then cater to the new crowds, then cater to, because now I understand the game. Staying on the sidelines too long, or long enough at least, or being patient, because I like to take my time too. Even when I'm talking to a girl, I'm not the type of guy who wants to talk, but let's not go there. So, but anyway, I like to take my time. I'm a really patient guy. And as far as Panamera Blues, we was just having fun. The recording session only was just ridiculous. I have some of those clips, I think, up on either Twitter or or somewhere. We're about to open up we're about to launch the Ice Records website, so look out for that. But Ice Records, we're here now, baby. We're here for real. And I don't know. After Panamera Blues, you're gonna hear some more singles, and I think in about a week I'll drop a single featuring Natty Boy. I think this is the first show where I'm revealing this. I wanted it to really be a surprise, but it's so, man, it's so severe. It's so, we go from Don't Cry, from hijacking my own song to murdering me on it. Then but here we are, baby. Here we are, my nigga. So really, Panamera Blues is just the start of good things to come. Yeah, that's really what I can say about about what's really happening right now. And there's more music going to come from other artists. The Jinsu, she's killing it in the studio right now. You should hear her. But I'll let her speak for herself. I'm sure she was on your show before. AJ gonna kill him too. Li, he's a beast. Me, I just do me. So man, the crew is good. We have Pretty Glow as well on the label. We have Pretty Glow. She's very talented artist. She has the experience, kind of a veteran. Some people know her in the hip hop in the hip hop arena, but mostly she's on the other side of the coin. But she's really talented. And we have fun anyway making music. So now we're having fun making music because it's a group of people who actually bond. So Panamera Blues is just an example of what's to come. Yeah.
Alright. Seems like Ice Records have got big things bubbling under. Like, alright, now evidently you have got some strong characters in the artists that you already have under the label's banner. I mean, AJ Styles, Jinsu. Those are strong artists already. But now, are there any new or even old producers that you are setting up in the camp with? Perhaps any that you are shopping, any that you are shopping away from other production houses? Perhaps, I mean, spiders on the web are saying stuff about you and JT getting back to working together again after what must be like 5 years or so. Care to speak on that? I mean, it has been a while since not too many people know this about you and JT. Go ahead, tell us something about it.
At the spiders on the web. Yeah. Anyway, for real though, Ice Records is more of like a powerhouse, man. It's a lifestyle to us, and I can't really put it in words because of what we have coming. Is that's really what will speak for Ice Records. But me and JT were brothers. We go way back. We go, actually, the first, I think, performance I ever had in my life, like ever. This is something no one knows, and we're actually talking about it today, on Skype with Abelang. Abelang is in Berlin right now, former Clear Cut, and we were laughing about it because me, Abelang, and JT, we were JKs, and we were just little kids in high school. Them was in Hillside, I was in Accra. We were just little boys, and we went to this show. That place was called Jazz Kickings at time, I think, and it was my first show ever, and it was just in front of a bunch of white people, and the best I'd done, I think, as far as rap goes, was rapping in the shower. But the applause was great, and I think from then on, there was no turning back. And I was actually joking about it with Abelang, and me and JT, we talk about it a lot. But anyway, me and JT, we go way back. We've been tight for so long. Most of the good music that I made anyway, Dark Nice, was recorded with JT. Underdog was recorded with JT. So many songs that I've recorded that really made it, on the radio. That really got the reception that I was looking for. It was through JT. So, and plus JT just knows me. He understands my music like resume or whatever. I don't know how to put it, but he understands me inside out as far as creativity goes, and I love to work with him. But with JT, we're not working on music. We're working on corporate ads. This is now something else. We're working on something as out of music, but really the in-house producer right now is Mike. Sorry, not Mike. That's RIP. Mato, former Urban Accent. He's with us now. He's officially with Ice Records. He's the guy on the Pro Tools right now. He's the guy who stays in, all night just working on stuff. He's the guy who's the first in the studio and last to leave. He's the guy who does all the dirty work basically, and we owe him a lot. And he's one of my closest friends. The brother who passed away was a good friend of mine, and that's why I got him on board anyway. But yeah.
All right, okay. And now, Sulfuric, you have never really been part of a crew, or at least here back at UG. But from what you just shared, it seems like you're building a small army with some seasoned underground artists at the front line. Now, could we safely assume that you are looking to do something that fall under what sadly people call cliches, rap groups? Is it a rap group you're making?
Oh, another brilliant question. People don't know this, but I was actually a part of a group. Sometime a while ago, we started this group. We call ourselves COUNT. Crowd of United Talent. It was an acronym. And in the group was me, Hans Tactic, the guy the producer, Hans Tactic. Hans, producer, he's a, renowned producer now. So it was me, Hans, and a guy called Mo Capella. And Mo just came back into UG, and he's actually on the label. I forgot to mention before. We just got him onto the label. We're trying to situate him and sort him out, and start putting music out for him, because no one really knows Moe like that. But he's really, really talented. He's super talented. And when we moved to Asia, me and Moe, because we traveled to Asia together, we made a group over there, and the group was actually bigger now. We were signed to Evolution Records with a few American guys from ATL and people who were on the label, who were in the group with us, and a producer from Paris as well. So, but the group didn't last too long because we had creative differences, and this is something we talked about with Abelang actually, because I was asking him, like, how does Clear Cut manage to stay together for so many? Because he was talking about the last time Clear Cut was together was in 2002, and I was like, wow, that's like over 15 years ago. How the hell did you guys manage though to stay together for this long when I was in the group and that stuff didn't last a year? Because everyone is super opinionated, and when the money starts to come in and you start, to have issues, and then this one is doing this and this one. And so when the group broke up, when I left the group, because I was the first to leave, so when I left the group, I was like, I would never be a part of a group again. I'm my own man, I'm my own artist, I can push my own weight, and that's really what Ice Records is about. That's what I love so much about Ice Records is we're not a group. Everyone can push their own weight, in that sense. But we're more of a unit. We stick together though. We're not like these guys who are on the same level or in the same, but see each other every now and then. We are together every day, like every day. From just from right now, I'm gonna go pick up Lino, and then we're gonna go to see Ice and see what's going on tonight or something. But that's not besides the point. The point is really that Ice Records is really that unit. We're not a group, we're just a unit. I'll give you examples, the cliches, Young Money, who else, yeah, there's so many people doing that, but it's all about the movement, really. For us, Ice Records is not a label, it's a movement, because that's another approach that really Ugandans, we as Ugandan hip-hop artists are not getting the concept of movement. Push a movement, not you the artist. We need to start pushing movements, and that's really what Ice and us is about. You dig? It's about pushing a movement. It's about sticking together as a unit, helping each other out where we need to. I have collabs with so many dudes now. Moon G, Big Trail, collabs with who else? Nutty Boy, I told you about that one. Who else have I worked with? I've worked with so many guys. I've worked with so many guys lately, but really it's not about us being like you can work with whoever you want to work with. You can get help. Like if you can't get so and so, and I can get them for you. You holler at me, I get them like that, because it's not easy to get these guys. You don't just wake up one morning and say, hey Munji, come be on a track with me. Trails on a label. It's hard to get these guys, but it's just about the relationships also that you build in the industry, and that's really what it's all about. It's about building relationships and networking. Like you and I, there's no way, so I can holler at you to jump on a track or on a remix or on one of my artists' tracks, and you're like, and you give me a hard time because I know you can. You're a busy man. You have so many. I think you have like 4 jobs. At least I know you personally. So I know at least you sacrifice that time for Sulfuric because of the relationship that we have, not because and that's the beauty actually of Ice Records as well, because everyone on the label has their own connections and relationships within the industry and outside of UG, not really just in UG, because Ice is international. We're trying to take it global, and we're trying to sell Uganda to the rest of the world, because we're trying to tell the Ugandan story but also export UG hip hop. You'll see. I don't really want to elaborate. We're not in the classroom, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about that, my man.
And speaking of what's up, finally getting a chance to ask you this. Now, I really need to ask you this, Sulfuric. So I'm gonna go ahead and really ask. So, in Panamera Blues, you say, and I quote, "Feature me on your track and pray nobody go forget you." Which you follow with I'm a warrior, heavy. Let me just play the soundbite a little bit.
Wait for no man. This is Uganda, mommy. Vermin collect checks while I listen to Sokalami. Don't mean to brag, lingo and spit power to the power. Picture me on the track and hope nobody don't forget you. I'm a warrior. Ready. I'm the only one.
Exactly. Now, let me get to my question. Back in 2012, about 2012 or so, O.P.U featured both yourself and, from who we're hearing, is family to you, Enygma, on a song titled I'm a Warrior, a remix that has a similar sounding chorus. And not to sound like I'm insinuating anything here, but that there, to myself and a few other hip-hop heads in the game, seems like a blatant, fearless shot at either or even both of the artists that you start with on that I'm a Warrior remix. Is this now let me get the question, is this supposedly a shot at either or both of them? Is it the beginning of something, or is it like finally something that has been bubbling under that's coming to the top, like undercover, and we just didn't know about it and now it's finally coming up in the public eye? And if so, has it been something under wraps? I don't know, man. Sulfuric, tell us. These are things we gotta know. We got to know.
Oh wow, Wow, wow. This, let me tell you something. I've always like seen these celebrities and how they're always saying, "Oh, TMZ did this," and they're making something out of what it's not, and they're making it. That's how I feel this is, man. This is how it is. That was just me being creative, actually, because with me, like I just say anything that comes. The reason why I said I'm a warrior, is because I was trying to put some musicality to the song because I was just rapping throughout. So I was like, you know what? Ever since this second verse started, there is no musicality. I like to balance it with a little musicality for the ladies. If you catch my drift, then I was like, let me just add that I'm a warrior, ready. But when I say put me on a track and hope nobody don't forget you, it's just me, like, because braggadocio rap or that type of rap is it's always been part of hip hop, man. You can't take that away from rap, and that's just me building my brand as well. That's just me talking to everybody, because O.P.U and Enygma, first and foremost, Enygma is my cousin. He's my brother. Like, he's a guy I looked up to when we was little kids. He's a guy who looked out for me when people was trying to bully me, So me and him, it's not just about rap music to me. With me and Enygma, we're brothers. O.P.U, me and him, we developed. He's a guy I met through JT because, I was always with JT. And O.P.U is a really, really, really dedicated guy, really calm, cool guy. Why would I, I'm not like that, man. But like, I don't sneak this, my friends and songs. Like, damn, this is wow. But hey, I like how how deep people, the fact that it sparked the thought, to me, it's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. But it came from a good place, man. I don't really, first, let alone Enygma, who's like, some guy who really I look up to a lot, and someone who I respect wholeheartedly, and O.P.U, someone who just dropped a hot video. Like, I don't know, I think he did it from some Bahamas or Seychelles. I don't know where he did the video from. I saw the video, I loved it, I shared it, and it was dope because those are guys who I coexist with in the industry. Those are friends outside of just music. You feel me? So no, man. But that's a good one, though. That's a good one. At least it can spark some conversation. That's really what matters to me, But yeah, I might have been talking to someone, though. You never know. But I'll leave it at that. Really, I'll leave it at that.
You're gonna leave it there at that? Okay, all right, I see. I get it. But anyway, that's all really. And thanks for taking the time away from your busy schedule to do this interview. And it's always a blast. And I'm looking forward to a monumental 2016 for Sulfuric and your new label, ISE Records. And I don't know, anything else? Any other shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, bro. 2016, man. The Chinese call it the year of the monkey. It's the year of the monkey. 2016 is Sulfuric year also, man. It's ISE Records year. It's Drum Nation year. I want to shout out to let me send a couple of shout outs real quick. I want to shout out Mike, Drum Nation, because he came to me with this idea of trying to do the hip hop awards, and we're really working towards that right now. It's in the pipelines, it's in the early stages, but we're really working on it, and I think it's going to happen. But we just need the right people to get on board. So shout outs to Mike, man. This is a very dedicated guy, focused entrepreneur. Shout outs to ISE Records, ICE, the man himself, the head honcho. Shout out to Eli, the fly guy, my brother. Shout out to Enygma and O.P.U, the brothers. Shout out to the whole hip hop fraternity, Shout outs to Jinsu. Shout outs to did I say the Jinsu? Yeah, shout outs to her. Shout outs to the Sphinx too, the whole crew, Her Royal Highness. Shout outs to who else? Who am I forgetting, man? But most, last but not least, shout outs to you. So, it's been a while since we've been in the studio together, but like now that you know where we're situated, and you're always a phone call away, man. You're always a phone call away. Holla at your boy. Come, let's do something. Let's give the people what they want. What's wrong with you? But yeah, man. And I just want to lastly now, I want to thank the fans, the listeners. I don't like to really call people fans, but the listeners, the people who really tune into your show, the people who support hip-hop music, the people who support the movement, the Ice Records movement, the Sulfuric brand. Shout out to Big Kahuna, shout out to Mackenzie. They really been holding me down for the longest, man, for the longest. And those are really, really my good friends, you know. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to you know, who else, man? Moonji, really, really good guy. He comes through whenever I need him to. Big Trail, shout outs to him. You know, he's doing big things right now, and he's really, really still a down to earth brother, which is really surprising. And my love to him, man. Shout outs to Nav, man, the big homie. Man, the list is so long. I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm blessed. Everything is, you know, falling in place like it's supposed to be, and there's going to be better music coming your way. That I guarantee. Like, there's no escaping that. I wish I could bust a freestyle for you, but time won't allow me because, you know, I have somewhere I need to be already. So, my bad. But hey, so man, once again, man, thanks a lot. Thanks so much for having me. Panamera Blues, man, request the song. It's all over radios, online. Follow me on Twitter, Sulfuric Music. Follow me, add me on Facebook, Don Bossa Sulfuric or Sulfuric Music. Follow or add Tribe UG and Urban Hype because they cater for my online distribution and stuff. So, you know, follow Tribe UG, follow Urban Hype. Hey man, it's so love, baby. Holla at me, Sulfuric. You know, it's always great. It's actually my first time on Soul Show, but you know, it's always a thing of beauty to really connect with brothers who I call really, really brothers out of the industry, man. It's always love, man. UG hip hop lives, man.
All right, man. Thanks for coming through and coming through on this one, man. It's all love. Peace.
For real.
Wait for no man. This is Uganda, mommy. Affirming, collect checks while I listen to Sokalami. Don't mean to brag, lingo and spit power to the power. Picture me on the track and hope nobody don't forget you. I'm a warrior. Ready. I'm the only rapper.